Well, we wanted to continue on with our sports and activity, and we moved here, 4 years ago?
4 years ago, yeah.
And we're looking for a gym that kind of gave us the whole rounded fitness
Program?
program. Yeah. So we found fitness through, or function through
my work, yeah. One of my co-workers had been coming here before and advised that this was a great place. If this is, because we were CrossFitting kind of beforehand, and this was kind of that takeoff of that, and so we came down, talked to Caroline, and here we are, this many years later. I think that a lot of it is kind of a community, and we're certainly been gym people for a long time, and and it kind of has that camaraderie, and you create a number of friends, and also I think that from a fitness perspective, I mean, the coaches and the people are always working to kind of find those little things to improve your fitness level, and certainly, if I know from my standpoint, I've always had some issues around mobility in my shoulders, and over the past 3.5 years, certainly I've seen significant improvements in that, and certainly been able to do a number of things that I could never do before. So that's certainly been very helpful for me, and been a really big part of my improvements to date.
And I think, yeah, what Rob said about the community and it being like more of a family here, and that they get to know you, and they know what your goals are and stuff, and they help you achieve them. So I think the rewarding part is getting and setting your goals and achieving them, and set new goals, and keep adding to your fitness levels. I think mine is an achievement because five years ago I had back surgery, and didn't think I was going to be able to kind of continue on with the things I like to do, and I think coming here, it's given me like the confidence, and then I realized like the strength, and everything they offer with the mobility, the endurance, and I've seen improvements and been able to kind of get back to where I was, and plus probably go beyond on my fitness level. So I think looking back at that, that's really been what I'm proud of.
Yeah, and for me, it's before coming here, I mean, I'd always kind of shy away from anything overhead and squatting, and so kind of in increments, over the past 3.5 years, now it's even though it's a little lighter, I think technically it's pretty good, and I can do it, and I think that's also, again, kind of that range of motion in my shoulders and things that they've kind of continued to kind of push a little bit, and I think that's the really kind of cool thing about it, is they know when to push and know when not. The coaches know when to push and when not to push, and kind of also maybe when to step back and to kind of relook at kind of that development of that skill, and don't think about the weight, and so I think that's also been something for me. I always kind of think about weight before, and now I think about being lighter and doing it right, and I find certainly that certainly over the past 3.5 years, don't have any injuries. I used to have pretty significant shoulder problems, and but now kind of refocusing and kind of dealing with myself and getting to know myself better, and having the coaches push, I think has been really helpful.
We think of what we eat and what we're doing, and getting out more, like maybe go on hikes and stuff, instead of like sitting around watching TV, not doing too much. I think probably because your endurance level is better, and you're sleeping better, your mental health is better, and you kind of more think of what you're going to do for yourself.
So from my perspective, I mean, getting here every day is pretty important, because I do sit a lot, but I think it also helps just with your general attitude and how you approach life outside of here. I mean, it just kind of, you feel better about yourself. It allows you to have a better attitude towards your day, and approaching just with more positivity, I guess, because you are feeling good about yourself. You're healthy. You're not having to struggle to get out of bed in the morning, and you're not, so I just think this in general, your fitness just kind of affects a number of things in your daily life.
Definitely, it's a place to come. It's like I say, it's everyone gets to know each other between like the staff. They're wonderful, friendly, welcoming, and I think that reflects on the people that you're working out with too. So they, they're friends, and they, plan small get-togethers. Some, just another part of the community to get to know people. So
yeah, and I think that's the key. I mean, it is kind of a community, and certainly, there's always something going on. What Morgan and Carolyn are always kind of planning different things, and whether you want to participate or whether you don't want to participate doesn't really matter. But I mean, and also, you tend to find that group of people because you usually here at a kind of a time slot, so you get to kind of know that group of people that are at that time slot, and so it kind of a little bit of, I think the key word is community. I think it really develops a good community, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm always pushing people to join. So and telling them that it doesn't matter your fitness level. I mean, you can be at the worst level, and you're going to come here and join, and there's going to be people that are right at your level, and no one's going to care. And I think that's the key piece is everybody, the coaches understand where you're at, and they're going to work with you at that level. It doesn't matter who's in that class with you, and nobody in the class cares. So it's a great place to spend time during your day. I mean, we try to be here at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6, depending on our schedules. But it's just a great place to come. You don't have to think about your day. You can come in, kind of just forget about it. You don't have to think about setting up a workout. You just come in. Workouts are all very challenging, but they also got different levels that you can come in and work out at. Find what you feel like that day. So to me, it's kind of a great place to come and spend a couple hours every day.
yeah, and I think it makes you feel good about yourself that you did something for yourself that day, and instead of like putting all your energy towards like your job or other people and stuff, you did something for yourself, and that makes you feel good too.